China has tested a hypersonic missile from on top of its Type 055 destroyer. This hypersonic missile was reportedly the YJ-20 anti-ship missile, which was tested from this ship's VLS, vertical launch system. And this Type 055 ship is considered China's largest surface combatant. Guys, if you enjoy the video, please subscribe to the channel, that way more people will find this video and it really helps the channel. If you carefully watch the video, you will come to know that this was a cold launch method through which this YJ-20 hypersonic missile was fired. Now, what this cold launch method means is that when the missile was ejected from the VLS system, its ignition was off, meaning its engine was not active, and first the missile was thrown into the air using gas pressure. And when this missile went into the air and left its VLS system, then at that point its engine ignited and then it moved forward toward its journey. And then the Chinese claimed that this missile went and hit its target and destroyed it. This YJ-20 missile is basically considered a hypersonic anti-ship missile. Its speed falls within the hypersonic domain, and the speed of this missile is said to be above Mach 6, which places it within the hypersonic domain. This missile comes with a boost glide design, and behind it a rocket booster is also attached. Plus, its design is such that it maneuvers with a hypersonic glide vehicle and sustains high-speed flight. And the main advantage of such a design is said to be that it maintains its velocity during the terminal phase, and in this way the adversary's air defense system cannot hit such a missile. And the survivability of this missile is itself high. Likewise, this missile travels at hypersonic speed, and after that its steep terminal dive profile takes it beyond the tracking and intercept systems of existing shipborne defense systems, and protects this missile from being intercepted. The missile's near vertical attack path greatly reduces the enemy's reaction time, shrinks it, and for the defender's radar, the missile's path or its prediction model becomes very complicated. And in this way, intercepting this missile is said to be very difficult, near impossible, for existing radars and air defense systems. So this is also a kind of message that China has sent. That when we included such missiles in our parade, those were not just models, these missiles have been developed, and we can fire them, and they have now shown this by firing them. Now what is its strategic significance? Look, firing such a missile from such a large ship sends a message that this hypersonic missile is not something we have to fire from literal boats, but rather we can fire such a missile from the high seas to achieve long-range strikes. And through this, China is extending its naval strike range, and by going far away from its coastal waters and firing such missiles, it is sending a message that China can now target you far away from its coastal waters. And such missiles or weapons strengthen China's long-range area denial and anti-access strategies. Now China has publicly released footage of this YJ-20 missile, which shows the growing confidence of the Chinese Navy that this missile has reached operational deployment and is now operational on various Chinese Navy combat ships. So in their view, there is no need to come close or send their own naval ship near, because China has shown the YJ-20 missile. China showed this YJ-20 missile during its Victory Day military parade. This Victory Day military parade was conducted in September 2025. In that parade, along with YJ-20, hypersonic missiles like YJ-17 and YJ-19 were also shown. And at that time, even I thought that perhaps China was still developing these missiles, because we had not yet seen these missiles in any test. But now, within just a few months, China has shown the test of this YJ-20 missile, and that too from its Type 055 destroyers. And this means that all of this was already ready when China showed these hypersonic missiles in the September parade. At that time, it was being understood that China is building a stockpile of hypersonic missiles, and it is quite possible that at this time China has the largest number of hypersonic missiles in the world. Although Russia also has a large number of hypersonic missiles, but I think China has now surpassed them as well. And America, for now, is quite behind in the hypersonic domain. The first to operationalize hypersonic missiles were the Russians. Then they deployed them in war and also used them. The Kinzhal hypersonic missile has been used by the Russians in large numbers in the Ukraine war. There are many other Russian hypersonic missiles as well. But the way China is increasing the types of its hypersonic missiles, and then producing each type in large numbers, it seems to me that if China has not yet surpassed Russia's hypersonic arsenal, then by 2026 it will do so.